featherweight belt holder. He last stepped into the ring under a heavy heart back in January. You know, he got to the fight at the last moment because his wife was undergoing some medical issues in her battle with leukemia, but right there, a shot to the body, and down goes Adel Ruiz. He finished him off in round number 1 to get his 16th stoppage, so he's dealt with all these distractions. He's dealt with keeping the family together and tending to his wife, but also continuing to win. Who is Daud Yordan? He hails from Indonesia. He's fought in the United States just once in his career. That came last September in Nevada, winning an 8-round majority decision against Antonio Mesa. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for tonight's first bout of the evening. Robert Guerrero and Daud Yordan. You see Guerrero 25 years of age, Yordan 21, good amateur background. You see Guerrero rehydrated 5 pounds on our unofficial scale, 135 pounds tonight. Yordan up to 135 pounds on our unofficial scale. Time for the rules as we welcome in our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Robert Guerrero Daud Yordan fight is scheduled for 10 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3-knockdown rule. The doctor or the referee can stop the fight. Cases caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards if the 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell at any round, including the 10th and final round. Bob!
All right, Harold, time for the formal introductions. Here's our ring announcer for Boxing After Dark this evening, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And welcome to the HP Pavilion here at San Jose, California, where tonight Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions is proud to present The Young and the Reckless, an evening of world-class professional prize fighting for your entertainment. It's HBO Boxing After Dark, sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter, and Southwest Airlines, no hidden fees. All bouts sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. This contest is brought to you in association with Samson Boxing. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring are Al Bennett, Steve English, and Marshall Walker. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action at the bell, John Shorley. And now up for grabs, the vacant NABO title. 10 rounds of boxing. This is in the junior lightweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black, officially weighing 129 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 17 fights, 17 victories with 12 knockouts, from Kalimantan, Indonesia, the undefeated El Chino Latino, Daud Yordan. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white, official weight 130 pounds. Professional record, an outstanding 125 fights, 23 victories, including 16 knockouts, only 1 defeat with 1 draw. From Gilroy, California, Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
Okay. These trunks are good, these trunks are high. Okay, guys, this is for the NABO title. Give me a good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Let's gloves, good luck.
Daud Yordan is a cutie. Robert Guerrero says of cuties, you need to break their body apart. Guerrero is a southpaw with speed and power. He's broken good fighters' bodies apart in the not-too-distant past. That's his objective tonight.
And we're joined by ringside, as always, by the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis. Lennox Guerrero, very businesslike. He's the southpaw. Red shoots a quick left hand to the body. He's got the experience. Yordan sort of has the mystery. We don't know much about him.
You don't know much about him, but he looks pretty good right now, and he's got a good stance, and you can tell his footwork is quite good as well. When you don't know about an opponent, you really have to go out there and check him out, see how he reacts with the jab, see how he reacts with the straight left.
Yordan was on the Indonesian national team. Of course, we saw boxer from Indonesia last week, Chris John, battle Rocky Juarez in Houston. He got the name Chino, Latino, or Chino, as an amateur. A lot of the Cuban coaches get farmed out to countries that are trying to develop their boxing program, and he had a Cuban coach as an amateur in Indonesia. Yordan has Chinese ancestry in his family, and that's where he got the nickname. Good right hand by Yordan. Another right hand. Guerrero fires back.
Break. Robert, you don't need to do that.
Lennox, why is Yordan able to land that lead right hand?
Well, he actually throws a great left-right hand, and he steps well with it. He steps right in with it. And, you know, he's not afraid to throw it because he doesn't know anything about his opponent, so, you know, he's not afraid to throw it. So that's what's one thing good about it.
Guerrero, with the exception of Linares, is probably the most physically gifted fighter at 130 pounds. You see that he is true to his word, focusing a lot early in this fight, not only with hooks, but straight punches to Yordan's body.
Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight.
Guerrero's been a talented prospect from his amateur days. The Junior Olympics in 1999, was a winner. Lost to Clarence Vincent at the 2000 Olympic trials, but he was only 16 years old. He's already been a belt holder at featherweight twice.
Guerrero needs to be a lot, he needs to be first, actually. He's not being first, he's waiting for Yordan to throw his punches, then he's trying to react off of them. I think is a mistake right now.
Good combination by Yordan, rock Guerrero. Daud Yordan having his moments here in round number one.
Guerrero doesn't have no respect for Yordan right now. You know, he's going about his business like he wants to. He wants to do what he wants to do in there.
End of round number one. The 25-year-old Robert Guerrero from Gilroy, California.
You're trying to kill this guy. Just relax.
And at ringside is his wife, Casey. She was diagnosed with leukemia back in November of 2007, right before Guerrero was scheduled to fight. She had been cancer-free until this Christmas. She felt some pain in her neck. They ran some tests. There was cancer in her spinal fluid right before Robert fought Adele Ruiz. She underwent more treatments. She is fine. The cancer's in remission. But Robert talks about how important his wife is to him and dealing with this on a daily basis in their lives.
Just to have the, you know, watch her and watching her in her treatments and seeing everybody in there that's getting treatments. I mean, it's tough. It's real tough. And I mean, every time I get in the gym, I mean, it's nothing compared to what they go through. I mean, they have good days. They have bad days. You know, they have bad weeks. And just the treatment, I mean, it's so intense. I mean, it's you know, it's painful to watch.
And Robert and Casey are the parents of 2-year-old Robert Jr. and Savannah Rose, who turns 4 on March the 13th. He said it's all in God's plan. Every time he takes his wife to the treatments, he sees people fighting for their lives. He said it's just nothing when you have to go to the gym and go in the ring. Right now he's got a tough Daud Yordan in front of him, scheduled for 10. Round number 2 underway. Good combination again by Yordan.
You can see Yordan, as Lennox pointed out early, is a quality fighter. He's doing something that the referee is allowing him to get away with so far, which is jumping in, landing a punch or two, and then tying Guerrero up. He does it there. He holds on to Guerrero's arm.
A lot of boxers do that because they don't want to get hit coming out. So they make sure they score the points.
Bad cut on the right eye of Guerrero. You heard John Shorley, the referee, say accidental headbutt.
Oh, it's pretty bad too. But what I was saying, they make sure they score the points and make sure their opponent doesn't get a chance to come back and hit them with any unnecessary punches.
But there are fighters, Lennox, who get in, land their punches, and then stay in the pocket, so to speak, playing defense without halting the action by tying up their opponent.
That cut is going to be a problem for Guerrero because he's already motioning to the referee that, you know, it's bothering him.
Right. They're going to call a timeout. Now, here's the rule, as Harold pointed out at the beginning. They go to the scorecards after the 4th round. This was an accidental clash of heads. And we're only in round number 2.
You can't see?
No, it just right into my eye. Is that intentional?
If he can't see, there's nothing I can do. That is a bad cut, and it's going in his eye.
That's how I knew it just right in.
Can't see?
So the fight is stopped. There will be no winner because of the accidental clash of heads. Guerrero telling the referee and the doctor he couldn't see. The doctor almost didn't believe him at that moment.
You know, when it's above the eye and it's dripping in the eye, it's always a serious cut because, you know, you don't want to get an unnecessary punch for no reason. But, you know, most boxers would elect to go on. You know, when you know the rules and you know that it's an accidental butt and it's going to go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. And you were going to take a look at the clash of heads that caused the big gash to open over his eye.
And by the way, that was partly caused because Yordan had his right arm around Guerrero's neck and was bringing him in already for a clinch.
Let's bring in Harold Letterman.
Well, maybe.
Harold,
maybe not
you know, we
exactly
didn't get to 4 rounds, so we won't have a score.
Under the rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions, this is going to be called a no decision. That's the term they use. California uses technical draw. So if this happened in the James Kirkland fight, it would be a technical draw. But under the rules of the ABC, this should be a no decision, and that's what I think they're going to call it.
See, Yordan thinks he's going to win. He's not going to win. And the fans think that Guerrero is going to have lost. He is not going to have lost.
It's really a very interesting situation. In front of his hometown, you saw the heart-warming story of his wife's battle against leukemia is now in remission. About 7,000 people show up to watch Robert Guerrero here. He was having a tough fight, but not a fight that seemed he was destined to lose. And he elected not to fight on with the cut.
Right, and the fans think that their man is going to lose, but Michael Buffer is going to clear that up for everybody. He's got the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The contest was stopped at 1 minute and 47 seconds of round number 2 by referee John Shorley. After consulting with the ringside physician, it was ruled that because of an accidental headbutt, a cut suffered by Robert Guerrero, he is unable to continue. Contest comes to an end at 1:47. Round 2 goes into the books as no decision.